Hello YouTube, this is Rack Attack from Rack Attack Gamer YouTube channel. Um, this is going to be an impromptu video. No backdrop, well, one backdrop, but no fancy stuff that I'm going to go through picture. Just going to give me and one backdrop, I guess. And fair use on the backdrop, by the way. I want to talk about what's going on with the world. In past videos, before the riots, the protests, yeah, right, riots. Oh yeah, one more thing. Oh, before I get started, let's go like this. Everything that is going to be within this video, everything is going to be, whoops, that one. My opinion. My opinion. Even if it sounds like a statement, it's my opinion. All right, let's go. So, fair use, picture, my opinion, and let's go. I told you, it's on the fly. Look, we got a virus, we got riots, protests, / whatever. All right? You know what my main topic of talking always is in my past videos, if you've watched any of them. And if not, then go watch them, because you need to. Especially look up Rack's Red Pill playlist. Rack's Red Pill playlist on YouTube. It'll come up like 4th to 5th down. I mean, should come up the first one. You figure if you search for the term, it'll come up from there, but whatever. Anyway, Rack's Red Pill playlist. That's the one that's going to be most relevant to all the stuff I'm talking about here. I mean, I have a couple other videos, some gaming, some whatever. All right, let's not make this too crazy or too long. What's going on with the world today? I got to tell you, by the way, I'm being kind of serious here. This stuff that's going on with the world, I don't know why it's gotten this far. You got the word, term, and YouTube will like this because I'm sure they have voice recognition and all this other stuff. Conspiracy theory. This word, there's been no other phrase, conspiracy theory, conspiracy theorist, stuff like that has done more damage to this country other than that phrase. Conspiracy theory. Because you can't look into anything. You can't discuss anything. You can't have critical thinking. You can't say, well, hey, let's check this out. Let's see if it's reasonable or if it's not. Let's do some research. You can't do anything because once you bump up against the word conspiracy theory, it's all bets off. Nobody wants to look at it. Everybody's a chicken. The New World Order exists. They are now attacking us. They might be in conjunction with another big country from Asia. That starts with the letter C. Anyway, we're under attack. We are under attack. In my past videos, I warned about this. I warned about this before the virus, before the riots, before the whatever. They are using Psyops against us. Psyops, psychological operations. It's a valid form of warfare. Every army in the world has a Psyop department or whatever you want to call it. And nowadays, because of nuclear war and because of the cost of bombs and planes and everything else, hey, it's a very valid way to go. The cost is way down. And it's extremely effective. We have, I hate to say, but we have idiots in this country that fall for it. You got to be more critical thinking than that. If the Bill of Rights is the United States of America, the Bill of Rights is the United States of America. Freedom of press, religion, speech, and the Second Amendment, and the rest of the Bill of Rights. But let's take the first two primarily, all right? If you are against guns because you're afraid of school shootings and other shootings in mass murders and stuff, you need to stop. You need to stop. It's a tragedy that such things happen. It's a tragedy that people die. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy that young kids die. It's tragedy. Understand? I ain't taking anything away from the tragic nature of that. However, in a war, 100 people die, 50, 100, 200,000, 100,000 people die in wartime. So an enemy on one side will very easily kill 50 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people. They don't care. It's war. If they're trying to get an agenda passed, the enemy that is, they could very easily false flag shootings to get everybody riled up and say, please take our guns, take our guns. Don't be so foolish. You can never give up your guns. Never. It can't happen. It prevents tyranny. That's the main reason for it. Even though we're coming more and more under tyranny because of Psyops. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, look. We are under attack. The United States of America is under attack from what I would call the New World Order, and maybe in conjunction with the Asian Sea country. Okay? Maybe if it's just the Asian Sea country, although I doubt it. I don't think so. I think it's the New World Order. And I think they've been working on this for a long, long time. First, they dumb us down. They break up the family. They put fluoride in our water. They get us all goofed up, bust up the family, and now we're primed for other things. We're primed for the Psyops. We're primed to go nuts, as you're seeing out there now. Everybody's going crazy. It's weird out there now. They have taken our children. They take our children, put them in schools, and then mold them to the way they want them molded. Colleges is like the coup de grace of this molding. They stick in there. I don't even want to use the word liberal. It's hard for me to use that word, but I'll do it. Oh, even though it leaves a very bitter taste in my mouth, liberal professors in. You know the word I would like to use. Not liberal, but lib something or other. And they mold our children's minds. Look, I'm all over the place here because I don't have a script. But we are under attack. The United States of America is under attack, and it's under attack by Psyops, by using gaslighting, where, oh my goodness, there's a million different ways they use it. Donald Trump is bad. Actually, Donald Trump is trying his best, and he's not a career politician, and they're doing everything they can to get him out of there. And they gaslight the people. Oh, he's a racist. Oh, he's been working with Russia. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's that. They're doing anything they can to get him out. Why? Because he's not New World Order. He was not one of the people of the New World Order trying to take over the world. And so now they're freaking out that he's in there because he has the possibility of turning them all in, of getting them in very deep trouble, of busting up the whole New World Order. And in fact, people are complaining. People that are, quote unquote, in the New World Order are complaining that Donald Trump is wrecking the New World Order. We have military in these riots. I'm going to call them riots. It's my opinion, for crying out loud. These riots that are going on. This Black Lives Matter. All right? Oh my goodness. It is a psyop, people. It is a psyop. Black Lives Matter, Antifa, all psyops. They take the molded... The New World Order has a terminology for people they like to use. They call them useful idiots. They take the useful idiots of society with no thinking of their own, that likes to follow, that likes to be part of a crowd, and they mold them to whatever they want to do. And that includes riots, wrecking places, looting, all this stuff. A little bit of psyops, a little adjustment, a little bit of poking here and there, and all of a sudden everybody's under the mind control of the New World Order. This is an attack on the United States of America. What bugs me is, where's our military? Doesn't our military Donald Trump, Barr. I mean, or our military, strictly our higher generals. Although look at Mattis coming out and being part of the New World Order, as far as I'm concerned. Holy mackerel. This country is going to go down. Everybody has to stop these riots. There's no such thing as racism to the extent that everybody's freaking out about. Holy mackerel. The New World Order sits there. They must have a room. Picture a big room, maybe 50 to 80 people, psychiatrists and scientists and really, really people that are just into computers and databases and trying to eke out any old way that they can to form and coerce humanity. And they sit around there every day, years and years and years. This thing has been going on for probably a couple thousand years. Let's just be honest. There's an evil that pervades this world. And it's been planning to take it over for thousands of years. Now, you want to go back to I'm not going to mess around. No more messing around. We have an evil in this country that is trying to take over. And it has to be stopped. It has to be stopped. I would say God needs to be brought back into this country. My idea of God, Judeo-Christian God, Christian, okay? It has to be brought back. Everywhere they're working on it. Everywhere they're cutting out not only God, but I mean, my gosh, we are under such severe attack. You know what I'm saying? See, the problem with me trying to do this impromptu, like I'm doing now, is that there's 10 million things to say. And I'm trying to pick out, of the 10 million things, I'm trying to pick out 4 or 5 that'll get the message across. It's no good. It's no good. I've been studying this stuff for a long time. Fluoride in the water dumbs people down. Once they're dumbed down, you can manipulate them easier. But conspiracy theory. Oh, can't look into fluoride, can't look into this, can't look into that, because it's a conspiracy theory, can't look into it. Got to have a regular 9-to-5 job and pay our taxes and have the 2-car garage and 2.3 children. All nonsense, all stuff that takes you away from being a thoughtful person and using your head. I have a friend of mine. I'm telling him about the New World Order, and he's like, well, you're going to have to come up with proof and stuff like that. You have to convince me. And I'll show him this, and I'll show him 10,000 things, and it'll be like, well, that's not enough. You'll have to have double blind split, all this other nonsense. It's nonsense. There's no time for that. We're under attack. You know, in the military, it's a prerogative of a commanding general or whoever, anybody in command, to go with gut instinct. Gut instinct is a command prerogative. If the gut instinct of some military person says that we got to attack that hill because he just has gut instinct, then that's the hill that's his prerogative to attack it. And if he's wrong, well then you get rid of him and you put in somebody else eventually. But it's a command prerogative. I have no time to sit here and convince you that the New World Order is real. It is real. They use gaslighting, prevent you from looking into it. They use gaslighting to stop you from learning that they exist. They use gaslighting to manipulate society. Oh, my. Our communications are down. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all these big places. They huddled everybody into those big places, kind of like on a ranch. You know, you get all the whatever you got, cattle, whatever you got, into a little pen, and then you start dealing with them. Well, that's what they did with us with whatchamacall. No, I bumped myself, so I can't remember what I'm saying. They're herding us up. There's the word I was looking for. Herding. They're herding us up into these little pens, the little pens being Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so forth and so on. And once they have us there, they start to censor everybody. I'm afraid to say words on here. It's the United States of America. I'm afraid to say words because I'm going to be censored or banned or whatever. The United States of America is under attack. It's under scientific attack. How do I know this? Well, let's just take the simplest of all means. How do I know it? Self-evidence. Who are we? What cities are being destroyed? The United States of America cities are being destroyed. Businesses, economics, everything within the country is being destroyed. It's self-evident. This virus. Now, I've been back and forth on this, and so has other people. But obviously, it's been played up. It exists. It appears to exist. It appears to be pretty nasty. But it appears to be way less than what has been thrown down our throats. My God. All I can say is this. I don't know. How do I get through to you? You watching this video have to take this video or whatever, or somehow just talk about it or something and take it to others, especially liberals. Liberals have to be turned. This, well, I gotta stand up against racism. I gotta stand up against the Nazis. Holy mackerel. You understand? They are doing, I'm gonna have to write a script. I might put this video up, but I'm obviously gonna have to write a script. There's just too much to get into. But we're under attack. This country is gonna go down if we don't reverse it. The liberals, boy, I'm really struggling with that word, have to be educated. They actually have to be educated. What they think is going on in the world isn't going on. All this racism and Nazi this and Trump is bad and Russia collusion and all this other nonsense they've gotten into is all, okay? It's all been imparted to them so that they all become useful idiots of the New World Order. And they have been. And they're destroying this country. And literally now, businesses after businesses, arson this and firebomb that and loot this and do that and smash this and beat this one up and beat that one up. We need to take back this country, and it's being done psyopically. It's psyops, psychological operations. You, if you got your head screwed on straight, need to start trying to turn some people back to reality. I don't know how you're going to do it because they're tough as cookies to crack. They got this inbuilt system where, oh, I'm not going to talk to you. You're a racist or you're a Nazi. You know? They have this inbuilt system, and it's purposely put there. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, going to be talking about the New World Order, while our country's going down the drain. New World Order exists. We're under attack from them. Our country is dying. Our country is dying. What do you need to know about how the New World Order exists? It exists. Go watch my past videos. Go watch the music video I put up. They are manipulating society. And we're losing. I mean, Alex Jones says we have a 60% chance of winning. Okay, I don't think so. I don't know. At this stage, right here, right now, we're losing. Major cities are being wrecked. The race war is developing. Blacks against whites and whites against whites. and everybody against cops. And this is craziness. Crazy. We got military kneeling down. Get off your stinking knees. You never kneel down in the military. Or police for that matter. This whole thing's a psyop. I don't know who started off with this kneeling down in the NFL. I mean, I know who it was, Kaepernick, but was he set up to do it? Did somebody tell him to do it? Did somebody push him into it a little bit? Pay him off, maybe? I mean, who knows? I don't know. It's a psyop, people. It's a psyop. Before Go back a while. Go back a while to Obama in office. And Obama decides to get rid of the Confederate flag because it's racist, because it's terrible. And then what happened after that? Now, statue after statue was being torn down or thrown with paint over it or whatever. People were going nuts over the historic statues scattered around that might happen to have been quote unquote Confederate. Look, what happened hundreds of years ago, 100 years ago, happened 100 years ago. I wasn't around, you weren't around, nobody was around. Okay, I didn't condone it. I wasn't part of it. My God, you're gonna have. I don't know who's watching me. Probably somebody that already knows this stuff. Unfortunately, because a liberal never. You know what? I can't keep saying that word. Can't keep saying it. A libtard. A libtard never researches. He knows nothing. He thinks he knows everything, but he knows nothing. He's been manipulated by the mainstream media. Stop it with the stinking mainstream media. The mainstream media, 6 companies own the entire media, maybe even 5 by now. And they're all molding these libtards into useful idiots that go and wreck towns and cities and burn things down and beat people up and division and everything else. So we can't figure out who the few people are in the New World Order and deal with them. We're worrying about all this other stuff. No, all this has to stop. People that do know, especially people with authority, president, military, bar, somebody has to start taking the damn thing by the horns, the bull by the horns, and doing something. Stop this freaking manipulation of our society. What are you, nuts? You can't see it? You can't see? Are you telling me people in the military, high-ranking generals and whatnot, cannot see that we're being manipulated? Or have they been bought off? United States of America is the Bill of Rights. That goes down, you're not going to get it again. You're going to be a slave. That's it. That's all there is to it. Look what happened in New Zealand. They had some guns. I don't know what their gun rights were, but one little bad incident. Yes, it was. But all their guns are gone now because of the one bad incident. Same thing. That was, what was it, Christchurch. Then you got the Dunblane Massacre, which took care of England. And you got Port Arthur, which took care of Australia. Then you just had one up in Canada that just took care of Canada. Can't you see what's going on? They do one little incident here, and the whole country loses their guns. What are you, freaking out of your gourd? You can never give up your guns. I'm very sorry that anybody has to die, but can't give up your guns. Don't do it. It's manipulation. David Icke calls it problem, reaction, solution. Or what's it called? The Hegelian dialectic, for those that are more loftier. Either way, it works all the time. Every single time it works. Whatever they want you to do, they just manipulate you, and then you do it for them. It's amazing. Let's destroy the main cities of America. Okay, what are we going to do? Well, we'll get them to turn on each other, and we'll get them to fight each other, and we'll get them to think everybody's a racist, and they'll burn down their own cities, for crying out loud. And that's what's happened. That's what's happened. You've been manipulated, people. Oh, my. And it happens all the time. All the time. Whatever they want you to do, they just manipulate you here and there, and you do it. No brains of your own. A follower. I have to go down to the riots so I can be part of the crowd. I gotta show I'm not a racist. Maybe this girl will like me if I go down there. Or whatever the hell you thinking. I don't know what in the hell but you're not thinking. You're not thinking. By the way, it's all young people too, by the way. Young people that they've already manipulated in the school systems and everything else. I mean, the majority of it's young people. The rest of it's just those ones that are, I gotta be a tree hugger, I gotta be this, I gotta be that. Nonsense. I ain't saying I like pollution, I ain't saying anything else like that. But what I am saying is they're using it against you. They're using your good nature to get their evil done. I would like to have had a more structured explanation of all this, but we're in danger. I had to get this video out. I can't be messing around. Maybe what I can do is I'll put together a more structured one and I'll explain it better and all this other stuff. But this country's going down the tubes. These riots and protests and all this other nonsense has to stop completely. No breaking in, no beating up people. What the hell's wrong with you people? Someone falls on the ground and they're kicking ever-living daylights out of them. Are you kidding me? You've turned into animals. You've turned into wild, crazy, zombie-like animals. Look at this. Burning of the United States flag by Americans. That's manipulation. They turned you. I'm going to have to see if I can put together, but something has to get out. This country, we're going down. We're going down. The United States of America is being defeated. They couldn't defeat us militarily, so they defeated us psychologically. Holy crud. All right, well, all right. This is going to go out, I guess. It's a stupid video. I ain't making much sense in it because I ain't thinking in... I have to have it structured a little bit. I should have wrote a somewhat of a outline or something. I should have went through it. But you have to be told, this country's going down. All this nonsense has to stop. Conservatives, people that are in the know, people that know about the New World Order, people that understand these things. You have to go and convert liberals. I don't know how you're going to do it because they're crazy. They're nuts. You're just going to have to do it. Don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to have to because our country's being destroyed. It's being destroyed. All right. I'm going to end this video. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put together an outline or something. I'll go through it better than this scatterbrain stuff that I've been doing. But my gosh, this country's going down. I had to get something out. And before I go, since you stayed this long, I think that you deserve something for staying this long with my scatterbrain explanation. So, I'm going to give you something. It's going to be a secret, because I don't know if I'll put it in a title or not. Maybe I will, maybe I don't know. We'll see. The mask is coming off today. The mask is coming off, and you get to see it, because I'm sick of this. The mask is coming off. As your reward. You ready? All right, here goes. I'm going to do this real carefully. The mask is coming off. Now, who else did you expect? Who the hell else did you expect it to be? Huh? What, you didn't know? We got to take care of these New World Order people. I want to rip their hearts out. I want to take their tongue out of their throats. I want to take their eyeballs and rip them through their ear holes. Politically, that's all. Just politically. That's what I was talking about. Politically, do that stuff. That's it. Well, who else did you expect it to be under here, huh? Wow. Join me tomorrow. 12 Eastern, 11 Central. Anyway, take care. Alex Jones, and I'm out of here. Defeat the New World Order!